What's up, feasters? Welcome back to another great episode of the Anime Feast. I'm Dominique, and with me, as always, we have my boys Tawan
What up? What up?
and Matthew.
What up, everybody? Woo!
Oh man, guys, Tawan's birthday just passed, so we had a good celebration with him. Tell Tawan happy birthday. If you're on the YouTube or on the comments on the social media, just shout out Tawan, tell him happy birthday. I know it'd be greatly appreciated.
Yes, it would. Even
We had a good.
a memorable thing. I got law tattoo. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the best I can probably get it right now without this autofocus, messing everything up.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. We got some good food and got to go and escape a room together.
Full of rats and potions.
That was fun.
Gosh, that was so much fun.
Oh man.
We never got.
guys,
I just remember we never got a picture of Wallace in the full witch's outfit.
we did not. That's what we should have got. And then Tawan holding up the sword going, huzzah!
Yeah. Ah, gosh. Can you I guess you could do the same escape room again, but
You could
we'll just blow through it next time.
go in there and get done in 20 minutes. Like, haha, record breakers, bitch.
Speed around the escape room.
Oh, man.
That beats-
But, sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I was like, that defeats the purpose of like just completing as fast as you can, like after you know the puzzle and everything. That's supposed to be fun.
I would like it to be fun, though. Like, it truly is like, how much of it do you remember, like, for real, so that you can do a speed run? Because, like, we know how to do the final part, but do you remember what all the codes were? You
Yeah, I
all
don't
the
remember
locks?
it.
I remember, like, one or two of them, but do you remember all the locks? And we did it 12 hours ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I still don't remember.
I probably remember the first lock and then like one of the number combinations.
I remember
I know-
Draco.
I know
at least
Spell.
that's
Yeah, I know. So I remember Spell, Meyer, and Draco. That's all I got. And Draco wasn't a lock combination. It was for the stars. That's all I
Yeah.
got.
I can't remember. It wasn't January. It was a date, March
See?
7th. Maybe, I don't know. I have to look at the piece of paper again.
Exactly. See? But yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Tawan just mentioned his tattoo, and it made me think of some videos I was watching today. And I have a question for you guys. We're not going to talk too much about what happened in the chapter. For those of you who are watching or listening who haven't seen or who haven't read the newest chapters, we won't go into too much detail about anything. We don't want to spoil it for you. But the question is, I guess it's a two-part question, and they both involve law. One, is law considered to be or ready to be the next Yonko if they take down two Yonkos here? Two, is Law the MVP of Wano?
Yes, 100%. He had not stopped. He's definitely the MVP of Wano, in my opinion. Like, because he hadn't stopped, like, doing anything since they have got to Wano. Like, he's just been constantly putting pressure, making plans, just climbing the tower, putting people in position, even saving, like, the scabbards when they were up there. I don't know. Also, I just love Law, so I'm a little biased, but I do think that he's the MVP.
I don't think he's a true MVP of Wano. I mean, he actually came on as kind of the true piece of Wano with getting everybody and accidentally misreading the meetup spot that Kandro was like, oh, cool, we'll just take him out here when Orochi. But I can see him being a Yonko. I mean, because what is Law's true dream again? Is it
Law wants to discover the will of D.
Yeah. So, will the Will of D be part of the One Piece? Man, because he doesn't seem to be enjoying too much of like, oh, I want to be the Pirate King. He just wants to be there for the adventure, for the knowledge, almost like Nico Robin.
Yeah. And they did, him and his crew did talk about how they do want to find the One Piece, because just rewatching it right after like the Salvadia Archipelago, when the other first generations were going, I think it was right after like the Marineford and everything, the other generations were going, and Law was saying to his crew that like, well, we're not going just yet. And they were like, "What? Why not? Everyone else is going." And he was like, "Don't worry, guys. We're still gonna go after the One Piece. We're still gonna find the One Piece. We're just like not right now." Type of thing. He was like, "Follow me. I'm your captain. Just follow me." And they were all like, "Ah, captain." But like, so he does have the One Piece as a goal.
Just he doesn't have to be the first one to get to the One Piece. To
Yeah. I don't know. Also, like he strength wise, he definitely can be a Yonko, but I don't know if he just has the ambition to just have territory like that. Like he's more of a disruptive force than like a stationary or established story force. Like I don't see him just having like, oh, this is the heart pirate territory. Just because I don't know, I feel like that would be too bothersome and too cumbersome to any of his plans to just have just establishments like that.
Yeah, I
Also,
think
okay.
I was gonna say I don't even know how much of like having territories is a true thing for the Yonko in terms of just like was that something they always did? Because I don't think like well, Roger wasn't really a Yonko because I don't think they had the names at that point. But I don't think Roger really had a lot of territories. Luffy clearly only has like some territories because he wants to take them from the bad people. So like he wanted to take Fishman Island from Big Mama or whatever. Like that's the only reason he did that. Like if Fishman Island was already a territory of someone like Whitebeard or Shanks, I don't think Luffy would care to be like, this is my territory now. Like he does. I think they don't. I think this new generation doesn't have that mindset. Maybe Eustace
Well,
and
I was gonna say there was a cover
Blackbeard.
art where Bartolomeo was burning one of
Yes,
Shanks's flags.
yeah,
So
correct.
it's not even necessarily Luffy, but like also Law didn't have the crew. I feel like to be a Yonko because like their crews are like extensive.
That was going to be my second thing. Because that's what I was hearing someone talk about was just like the fact that Law's crew doesn't add up, or from what we've seen,
their
can't
strength
equal a
isn't.
Yonko's crew.
Their strength is definitely not as compared to like the Straw Hats or even Kids Pirate Crew. I mean,
I mean,
I mean, we
all
don't
you
even
see
know
on
we don't even know some of the names of Kids Crew, and we know they're just more powerful than Beppo. Like they just look stronger. I mean, I know looks aren't everything in One Piece, but
I would actually be intrigued to see Beppo go 1-on-1 with like Killer because we know that Beppo doesn't seem to be that great because of the disrespect Minks get in general from like the world government and stuff. So that could honestly be why he's not even considered, a supernova or anything like that. Like Beppo, for all we know, could actually be hella strong, and it's just that like there is no respect given there, and so there's nothing really shown because Beppo did try to one-on-ones like submarines and stuff, and even I think Kuma when they were doing the Sabaody stuff, but he had just released John Bart, so John Bart was like, I need to show why I deserve to be here. So John Bart stepped in front of Beppo in like most of the fights, but it could have easily been Beppo. It's like we haven't gotten to really see if Beppo
I mean,
can do a lot.
when we first see Law's crew and when we get into Wano, they're all in jail already. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, I thought that was more because of a plan, and they're just
Yeah,
trying not to like cause too much of a fuss because it's gonna wreck something for something else later on.
yeah.
So they can't like expose themselves as like, hey, we're actually really strong. Like if they're in jail, they just had to stay in jail and like take their lumps until their captain got there.
Yeah, that's the one thing for Lost Crew I've really like noticed is just it's constantly them being held back because Law has a plan. Like Law's like, I have this plan. However, my plan is like me as the captain going to go do something. So you all kind of have to just like stay on the ship or go get locked up. And like, don't worry, I'll come back. But like, you can't be involved. That's kind
just
of what I've gotten from Law compared to Luffy, where everyone's like, Luffy, we have a plan. And Luffy's like, fuck that, I'm out. And like, Luffy just goes, does whatever. And so the crew has to be like, well, shit, now we have to like do something.
like we just
Luffy's
followed
like, I'm going
our
to
plan. It
I don't care what the rest of you guys do.
yeah, our plan
I'll meet
is
you guys at the final battlefield.
our plan is to compose a plan around what I do, and no one else. Just I'm gonna do what I want to do. You guys do whatever you want to do. Plan. That's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty
and
much.
I was gonna say rewatching One Piece. That like I just actually on TikTok saw that clip when what was it? Chopper was talking to Zoro when they were in not Dressrosa, with Vivi
Alabasta.
Alabasta. Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, the crew doesn't really work together. You guys kind of seem like individual and do your own thing." And he's like, "Yeah, at the end of the day, isn't that what you do? Like, isn't that good teamwork? Like, everyone does their own thing, everyone has their own goals and why they do it. But as long as we have each other's back and we're doing the best that we can all the time, then it's all going to work out, which it does for the Straw Hats, like 90% of the time.
Yep.
The best plan is no plan at all. I
But,
do not
so-
live by that, but that is.
So Matt, you said Law would be the next Yonko. Swan, you said he could be the next Yonko, but Matt,
I say he has the power to
no
be.
MVP.
No MVP. I think he'd be Yonko, but like you said with the territory, I don't see him gaining territory, or he's just with somebody else. Man, I don't want to say he's going to be affiliate with the Straw Hat Pirates, but I mean, he doesn't seem like somebody who wants just to have land, or to rule over others just because he can.
So I could see Law having like a Rogers Whitebeard kind of relationship. Like they fought just to have fun. Like I don't really see, the Straw Hats and the Heart Pirates fighting like that. But like they're just like a mutual respect there. Like it's honestly probably going to be like that between all three of them. What are the Kid Pirates called? Just the Kid Pirates.
The Kid Pirates.
Yeah, and the Straw Hats. Like because Kid obviously has his Yonko power level as well.
See,
So about them, because remember, if I'm not mistaken, Kid was supposed to be the rival to Luffy, not Law. But then
I can see that.
Law
because
became like a fan favorite, so Law's here for the good times.
And that's also one of the reasons that Law doesn't. I mean, people are theorizing that Law doesn't have Conqueror's Haki because he doesn't have the ambition to be like a ruler or anything like that.
Right.
So he has the will of D. Kid has Conqueror's Haki, and Luffy has both.
Yeah, because the Kid's crew is the only crew I could see. Like I originally do think that Law could be Luffy's Roger Whitebeard kind of thing, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, just because like you said, like they can't fight. Like there is no competition between the two of them in terms of fighting. Like Luffy would wax Law, Luffy's crew would wax Law's crew. Like I don't think it's any true comp there. Like honest to God, I really don't. But I see the comp with Kid's crew. Zoro and Killer, two supernovas, they fought before. I mean, Zoro clearly won, but like I could see it continuing to be a thing. Like there were people on like when Whitebeard fought, Roger back, and we saw that flashback. Rayleigh and Scapper Goban were clearly like, they're the one, the 2 and 3 of of Roger's crew were clearly like waxing easily handling Marco and Juzo and all of them. So like, but it was fun, like you said. So I could see it being Kid, like somehow what Luffy's doing is like slowly turning Kid into being less like kill everything and more like, still take down those who are powerful or whatnot, but not go around killing everything,
Yeah. Also, it's always funny to see the three of them in an interaction together, and then I always think about that moment when Luffy was like, "First one to move's a bitch," essentially. They're like, play this game, and they're all like,
yes.
when they're getting it.
Fighting two Yonko, and you guys want to play fucking horse, or what is it? Play chicken.
Chicken.
Come on, man.
Challenge accepted.
Don't tell me what to do. Does it?
That's been Law the whole time, though.
Law and
Everyone
Kid.
told Law what to do, and Law's like, "Stop telling me what to do," and Law
No,
still
Kid.
does what. No,
Oh.
Law.
No, Law tells
Oh.
the kid what to do, and kid's like,
Oh,
nah,
sorry, no.
dude, stop telling me
I'm
what.
sorry. I was saying that Law gets told what to do, and Law's like, "Don't tell me what to do," but still does what he's been told to do. Move the scabbards. Move me. Do like your attack first before Kid does his attack. Like it's consistently been someone telling Law what to do, and Law's like, "Bitch, stop doing that. Like, no, you don't command me." But still
That's
doing
literally-
it. But
That's
still
literally
doing
all
it.
of them. Like Luffy's the same way, Kid's the same way. He's like, "Don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do," and does what you ask. Like, just work together. I don't believe in teamwork. All right, how are we gonna do this again?
Right. I mean, that was kind of like the Law.
Yeah, I need
That
to
was
attack
like
this.
Law Kid versus Big Mom the whole time. Was like, I don't believe in fighting together. I'm taking it down myself. And now they're both like, so you go, then I go, then I go, then you go, and then like,
How many more attacks you got?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. I only got one more though.
One more, and don't miss his opportunity.
so no, I don't want to discuss that because we're not going
Yeah.
into the chapter yet. But so if Big Mom and Kaido fall, is it that we only replace the two of them, so Luffy and either Kid or Law, or are we letting it go to all three of them moving? Ooh, excuse me, terrible burp. All three of them moving up, but it being so no more being a
Well,
Yonko, but what is it? Go? It's Go 5?
Go Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
On
Goku.
well, isn't already Goko, and
on
he technically
yeah, I
anyway.
was
No,
gonna
but
say
Like,
they were
Luffy
talking.
was never only Big News Morgan considered Luffy a Yonko. He called him the fifth Yonko. No one else gave Luffy that title. So
Yeah,
Luffy,
but I'm saying like I mean, if they're gonna take down the whole system as it is, then they can just replace it. So there might not even be a Yonko system anymore. It's just like they are strong and they have territory, but I mean he's just a power in the world at this point. But I mean that's part of taking down this generation of Yonkos is that hey, we're gonna build up something new and better.
no, what's up? They've been at the top too long, doing a whole bunch of nothing. So it's a new era's turn.
Just
that's like they
main
have been sitting around for like 30 years, just waiting for somebody to make a move on them so they can go
As
find
Big
the One
Mom
Piece.
said,
None of them make
we've been
moves.
doing this for decades. We've been ruling this for decades since you were sucking on your mom's teeth. Like, okay, Big Mom, cool deal, but you ain't done shit. Like, I mean, you've ruled the New World, but like, you've shared it with three other pirates. But like,
That's not
it's
really
like,
yours.
what have you been doing to get the One Piece? Like nothing.
like
Nothing.
yeah, I will say
Yes.
that like to be that
Just
to be
hoard
that
it.
powerful, like they have not made like any progression towards One Piece. It's
No.
like why?
They've had their own road poneglyphs, and that's it. They've like taken one road poneglyph each, and then been like, "Cool, this is it." Like, okay, but you need the others, bitch. Like, go. And of course,
But
and Big Mom got and we as we know from Roger talking about it earlier, Big Mom had a road poneglyph before the One Piece was even found. Because remember, Roger was like, I went and got the scrubbing from Lin Lin. So like so Big Mom's kind of been sitting on this even from before the One Piece was found, and just hasn't made a move, like a true
also
move.
their goals have never it's never been seeming like they wanted to find the One Piece. Like
Hmm.
Kaido's just wanted to have a crew of beast pirates, and he wants to find someone strong to fight to kill him. Big Mom, she wants to literally have a race of everyone in her crew and her family.
Yeah.
So Shanks, we don't really know what Shanks wants. He's still
Shanks wants chaos.
basically
That's
So
what.
people were actually that's actually another a good point to move over to is what is Shanks's ambition? I've heard I don't want to say a lot. I've heard Shanks is kind of like the mediator until it's time for the next generation. So he's kind of like the holding the power, holding the system, kind of trying to keep things in order, keep the balance until Luffy's time came. Because I don't think Shanks was a Yonko when he left, when Luffy was younger. Like he was still like a strong pirate, but he wasn't a Yonko, and just got stronger to where his whole crew to where he became a Yonko. But they know whatever the secret is behind Luffy's devil fruit. Like they know whatever it is, and I feel like maybe Shanks, because of whatever happened in that situation, and maybe Shanks knows a little bit about the whole 20-year thing from when Roger and all of them found the One Piece and whatnot. That he's kind of now like, I need to hold the peace, keep the ocean balanced enough to where when Luffy's ready, it's his time to like come in and take over Roger's steed. So kind of being like that the middle, literally like the middleman, like from Roger to Shanks to Luffy. So kind of like just holding the ground until it's Luffy's time.
I don't know. Like, this bothers me because we know like what Shanks has been to Raftel,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like he doesn't recognize anything that's going on. Like, he knew the crew and everything, and he knows how to get to Raftel. I think he still remembers how to do it. He just like
He didn't go.
he might be holding the fort. I know he didn't go. Him and Buggy were because Buggy got sick, and he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna go without you, Buggy, because we're best friends." Even though Buggy doesn't see it that way.
Buggy.
But
I love Buggy, but Buggy is an asshole. Like He's like, "You're the reason that everything bad is happening to me, Shanks. Literally, it's your own fault, Buggy."
Okay, but because I still think like Shanks knows how to do it. Like anytime he wants to go, to Raftel, he can. He'll just show up probably for the
I
final.
don't know
war.
though, because how would Shanks know how to get there? They had to get all 4 road poneglyphs and then have them read.
He was already a
But then
part of it, and you don't think the crew's
No,
talking?
I don't think Shanks was a cabin boy. He like it wasn't as though Shanks was like a true navigator of the seas at that point yet. And then and of course they were going back and forth in the New World. Remember, they didn't go like straight down the path like how Luffy and them were doing it. They had gone from like Wano back to freaking like Whole Cake, and they went over to like they didn't go back and forth. They went like down. I think they already had one scrubbing, and then they went down to Fishman Island. Like Roger and them didn't go straight down the New World. They went all around the place to get their scrub, to get their rubbings.
Also, the way that anyone goes is different based on their log pass.
Sorry, yeah, the log posts, yeah.
Yeah, because no 2 log posts are necessarily going to take you in the same route. And I don't know, it was never even stated that Rogers went to Skypiea. Like,
yes,
he went to Skypiea.
Talked about that. He went to Skypiea.
Yeah, because he wrote that message on top for the bellow.
Oh, okay.
For whoever found it, and of all people,
right.
Go Robin, who can actually
right.
read it. And it was weird because, like, Odin's the one who could write the language too, right?
Yeah. And they needed Odin to. Yeah, Odin was one of the ones that could decipher it, so that's one of the reasons why they took Odin aboard their crew. He was like, "Yeah, let me borrow him for like a year, just so we can,
so I can finish my journey, because I'm gonna die."
They still did Odin dirty.
The Hour of Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Man was boiling.
Boiling oil and still for an hour and still was about to.
Still would have lived if Kaido wasn't a bitch.
Yeah. All right. So, what else are we watching? We're watching AOT. Well, I guess we.
No. We're gonna have that discussion after everything's said and done.
Okay.
And will Kara be joining us for that conversation?
I'm gonna make her. I'm gonna make her do it. That's gonna be because AOT and Demon Slayer are her favorites, so absolutely.
Gosh.
I know. I was like, I need to watch. I think I'm gonna hold off on Demon Slayer until it's all over, so then I can just.
Did you read Demon Slayer?
Yeah, we all read Demon Slayer.
I'm kind of.
I couldn't remember. At this point, I don't remember who's all read what. Like between not just between like us, but like another group that I talk to, they all do different mangas and anime. So I'm like, who's done what?
Yeah, I was like, Demon Slayer, that's one that we've all read. Fairy Tail, and
Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah,
we're all done with 7. And Promised Neverland. I know that we've all read Promised Neverland.
Oh, the Promised Neverland. We can talk about the Promised Neverland.
Oh my god!
Whatever I remember.
Now. Just read it.
I did not.
Just read it.
I did not watch season 2 at all because after I heard that they were leaving like a ton of stuff out, and I was just like, yeah, no point in even wasting my time.
Yeah, I heard that they skipped the whole like garden whatever thing. What was it? Golden Pond thing. I was like,
how do you skip
that entire part is super important.
No, they left out Home Dude. The one smoked cigarette when they go down to the latch for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the older guy, because he was like,
is it Hugo? I don't think it's Hugo.
I forget any of their names. It's been over a year since I read, but I remember the story. I mean, other than the main characters and stuff.
No, that's it. No, the same. I mean, you can watch. I think watching season 1 of Promised Neverland is good, but after season 1, then switch over to the manga. That's what was someone I was talking to Orleans. They're like, "Oh, cool! Like season 2 isn't so bad." I'm like, "Oh, because you haven't read it, and that's why."
It's because you don't know.
Like it's like because like they meet Norman after like 4 episodes in season 2. It's like that was 100. That's over 150 chapters in the manga before you saw him again.
Yeah, it took forever to meet Norman again. Like,
but I kind of knew it was gonna be him though.
Yeah, I knew Norman wasn't dead. Like they couldn't have let him go.
Yeah, when they did the whole like your birthday, let's go. But then instead of like having a kid, they were like, go in this room. I was like, bet, we'll see you again.
Even as dark as Promise Neverland is, it's not like a Jujutsu Kaisen, Junpei deal.
That was messed up.
Oh man, I think that will forever be my favorite because it broke the trope of intros or spoilers. Intros always spoil everything that's going to happen throughout this little part of the season. That was a lie. JJK was the first one to be like, just kidding. That's not gonna happen at all. We killing this motherfucker. And
You're like, oh yeah,
You're
he's
just
gonna
forming him and making sure he ain't coming back too.
Gosh, I'm so excited.
He might come. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back for the Colon game.
Junpei's dead. Junpei's dead.
But like
Nah,
dead people
no,
are in
no.
the Colon game.
I think they like had some agreement contract thing with the fake ghetto that allowed them to be like whatever as cursed spirits. Junpei gone.
No, okay. I thought that because the Culling game literally brings back people from the past, and
Because wasn't Reggie
But
from
they were
the
all
dead
sorcerers
anyway?
that Ghetto had some type of relationship with. Like he kind of somehow finagled it some way. Like it has to do with Ghetto and how whatever he did, just like what he did with Megami's sister. Like he did something to Megami's sister, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Megami's sister? Is that the one who's like not waking up?
Who's like toxic? Who's been toxic because she went to the bridge
Yeah.
at one time, trying to be a cool rebel
Yeah.
teenager. And then you just get cursed and people were dying left and right.
gosh,
Because was she marked or something? Because I know because other people were killed in their home. She's the only one in the hospital, if I remember correctly. It's been
A while since they showed her, but I mean, in not this week's chapter, but the last week's chapter, he did mention her. So maybe we'll see her again soon.
also, do we think Maki is gonna be coming into the Culling games?
She fucking
'Cause
better.
I need
she
that.
better and she's gonna wreck some
I
house.
need that in my life. Like I need Maki in the Culling
think
games,
she's gonna do like
and
that.
I need her to just wreck the fuck to try to step to her. Like I'm so excited for it.
I want her to be like a Levy and just come in like when you first introduced Levy, just like just start murdering all the Titans. I just want Maki to just go in there, just start murdering everybody.
Gosh.
When she gets to like Yuji or somebody she knows, she's like about to kill him. It's like, oh, I know you. We're supposed to be friends. We're on a team here.
I'm just thinking back to our Anime Crush episode, and I'm like, I don't think anyone said Maki. Maki is definitely an Anime Crush for me.
I would say pre-Maki.
Any
not,
Maki.
not
You don't like the bruised and scarred, but
Scarred.
the most badass Maki.
No, she kicked my ass.
The other Maki
Fine.
would kick your ass. What you mean?
I know both Makis kicked my ass. The other one's a little prettier though. Less scarring. Less little trauma. Less.
I mean, there's
little
still definitely a
mental-
lot of trauma there. Either
No,
way.
but no, that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good ass point though. I think other Maki has a lot less trauma than this current Maki. This current Maki is
Yes.
full of trauma.
Yeah. But
And what's she gonna do with what's his name with Fushiguro? Because I mean, technically they're part of the same family.
I mean, she
Well,
doesn't care about
she's
the
a-
ending.
She's on.
They don't have any conflict. Her conflict was with the actual like. What are they?
They're the main
But
houses, the big houses. Or,
Right, but what I'm trying to think of their clan's name. I forgot it. Zenin.
Zenin?
Yes, she has a problem with the Zenin family. Period. Fushiguro is but isn't part of the Zenin family.
yeah, he's like
So-
he was just made the head because he
Yeah,
had
I
a
think.
great power.
And then like I think like one of his parents was a Zenin, and then like he was given to them.
His dad.
Yeah, he was given to them like by the dad through the some of the others. So like, and obviously as we know, he didn't give a fuck about the Zenin family either. So like, it's not like he's part of the culture that was brought up there of like strong must stay in the branch and get all the attention, but if you're weak, you need to die, or we hate you, or we outcast you, yada yada yada. So that's not Megami. So I think like with that, Megami and Maki will be like the new Zenin family, and will either just straight up disband the family or create a whole new one that is
dynasty.
like properly. We are these type of sorcerers. Like we don't care about your whole. Like we're strong because clearly they're strong as shit. But like we're not gonna go about if you aren't strong, we outcast you or we force you out, or if you don't have any curse techniques, then we're like you must go. Like none of that shit.
I can see them being an end game together.
Yeah.
Is Nobara dead? I mean, I feel like we talked about this before, but is Nobara dead?
I think she's.
No, I don't think that.
I think she was badly injured, if I remember correctly.
What was the
She
last
like,
thing we saw with her? I can't even remember.
I
She got
think
fucking wrecked.
she actually was dead at the end of the Shisubi incident, but then they said something about the fact that there's still a chance, which then made everyone go, wait, is that like, is she going to discover some reverse curse technique that allow her to like bring herself back or yada yada yada? So, but like half her face is gone, so that's the thing.
Like the flashback with her and like seeing the person is like, oh, like the big city's so great, and everybody in the small town hated that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she got wrecked. That's right.
She got transformed by Homeboy.
Thinking?
No, what's the curse? What's the dog that did the Junpei thing? Him, Mahito. She got tricked by Mahito because remember Mahito split and he had two of himself, and then she was fighting the clone that didn't have a technique, while Yuji was fighting the real one, and then they switched in the hallway, so she thought she was fighting the clone, but it was the real one, so he did actually touch her to transform her. That stuff happened.
Gosh, so much stuff has been going on in JJJ.
Yeah, nobody knows. Yeah, I don't know how heartbreaking it's about to get.
I'm telling that to everyone who's currently watching Attack on Titan. I'm like, you guys have, including you guys haven't read it. You have no idea. Like, with the last episode, everyone going, oh, this is crazy. Like, what's going to happen next? How this doesn't make any sense. And all I'll say is, the path's confusing people. You have no earthly idea what's about to happen. And I have no idea how they're going to get the rest of this in the rest of the season, because there is so much that happens between right now and the end of the series that I don't know how they're going to do this. But I am so excited to see everyone's reaction to how all of this plays out.
It's like I remember when the final chapter came out and everybody was talking about it, and it's like everybody was so like one way or the other of the ending, but no, I don't. How many chapters are technically left before? I mean, like if they're going to try and condense in 12 episodes,
but yeah, I was saying this final season needs to be like 24 episodes, because it's just not possible. It's not possible to get the rest of what happens in this.
Yeah, and also like just the amount of content that we've got literally just in this first, what is it, 7 or 8 episodes that happened so far? Like, it's crazy.
Nobara, by the way, her status is currently unknown, because she said, oh, at the end, this isn't so bad. I met some nice friends, and that's the last we heard of her. But I remember her being in the hospital, maybe on a coma machine, but it doesn't really say on her wiki page. But it's like, show status. I'm like, oh, so she's probably dead. And it's like, not confirmed dead, but not confirmed alive.
Keep it ambiguous.
So she's probably alive. Mm-hmm.
Keep feeling your toes and guessing.
I guess they probably would have done that same thing about Captain Levi when the whole thing happened with him. Like, is that man dead or not?
Know.
He got wrecked. I mean, I don't know why he was right beside, why he put it in there if he knew he might change anyway. Like, it's...
Also, I would love to see, because we don't know what happens with an Ackerman if they transform into Titans or can transform into Titans.
They're not Eldians.
Because they're...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're just the protectors of the Eldians.
Yeah, their family was just kind of went with the Reese family over, or Race family over. So yeah, but they're not Eldians. That's why their minds can't be their memories. Well, hold on.
What would have happened if Levi actually drank the wine?
I'm trying to think.
Nothing, I guess, because it wouldn't have reacted with his Eldian blood.
Am I thinking about that right? Well, while we're at it, if you're on the YouTube channel,
yes.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more notifications when we go live. We appreciate you guys being in here, and drop comments below on some of the things you're enjoying. Also, remind us: can Ackermans be affected
I was about to look it up, but I was like, I don't want to get spoiled on anything, so I'm not gonna.
I don't think from anything going forward that it would spoil anything for you, from what I remember, Matt. Um,
Yeah, no, I just want to. I'm enjoying it so much, and I don't like. I want to read to see what happens, but this is like one of the shows I look forward to every Sunday
Yeah.
to go
Oh
watch.
yeah,
looked it up.
especially because of the intro too.
I love that intro. That's
Oh,
like I think I would got over it because like when I went to the store and I had listened to it, I have like the hour version of it. I got through about 30 minutes before. Like, okay, I think I got it out of my system. Then like maybe 15 minutes later, I was like, right here, right now.
that was jamming out.
I love that intro. I know. I think it'll grow on because I know Kara wasn't the fan of it first
You don't
time, but I
like
think
it.
I like
she'll grow into it.
Well, we're not,
It's so
we'll
epic.
see, because right now we're not even watching it because
Mhm.
she wants to let it build up till it's over and then watch it. Which, I mean, we both know what happened, so it's not like we're missing out on anything.
about seeing the animated though.
Yeah.
Ah, it's so good.
It is so good. Uh, oh, but kind of back to JJK. I'm super excited about Chapter Zero coming out next month. Getting tickets, going to the
Oh,
theater.
it's coming out?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it'll be
movie.
in theaters. So
Yeah.
tickets go on sale the 25th, I think, like that. Maybe it's the 18th. Oh,
They give
look
us
it
something
up.
to do in March.
Mm-hmm. We get to meet Yuta Okatsu.
You to
I
be
need a lot of characters.
legit right now. You got to
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
and that
Mhm.
last chapter, or not last chapter. Well, not this week,
Couple
but yeah, the
chapters.
last chapter of JJK.
Was it?
Not to be fucked with. Certified unfuckwittable. He is though. Like he's literally just been out in another country. Well, he's in the Americas, right? He's in the U.S.
Utah, no, I don't think it was the U.S. because I think this is only happening in Japan still right now, right? Just in different districts of Japan.
Well, I thought he was abroad. That's why he didn't participate. Because remember,
Oh, you're saying that that's not where he's at in the culling game. That's just where he was, and now he's back and in the
Yeah.
culling game.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
because I think he was abroad. That's why when the Tokyo district and the Kyoto district or Kyoto when they were doing that little battle.
Right.
He's like, "Where is he?" He's like, "There's not even any point in doing this because he's not here."
Yeah, second strongest sorcerer outside, which is crazy.
Mhm.
And he got his special grade classification back. Like, yeah, he was about to do the damn thing.
Slice them
And he
up.
doesn't even use like his special grade ability most of the time. He's just that badass with a sword.
That fast, that strong. I mean, because like when he fought Yuji, he technically killed him and then brought him back immediately and succeeded in what he said he was going to do, but brought it back. So you just that dude. Oh, I had another question for you guys, and I forgot it. I feel like it was a would this person win or this person win. It wasn't about JJK. Oh, sorry. I think it was. Sorry, I'm gonna jump us back to One Piece for a second.
Yeah.
When Fujitora was fighting Sabo, were either of them being legit? Slash, if they were actually fighting, who would win at what difficulty level? Because
So okay,
I'll preface this by saying what I was seeing last night. One person was saying Fujitora was no diffing Sabo. Another person was saying no, Fujitora would maybe win extreme diff against Sabo, but the whole thing was Sabo had just gotten his devil fruit, didn't really know how to use it, and was trying to figure it out. and at the same time was having a pretty on par fight with Fujitora. The other person was like, well, Sabo was like, clearly bleeding and beaten a little bit, while Fujitora looked like he was just fine. So like, no, Fuji would win. He's like, what are your thoughts?
In that situation, I probably would have given it to Fujitora. Right now, after Sabo has had like a few months to really learn the Mara no Mi fruit, I'd probably say they're about on par, like low diff.
I think Fujitora is still. I think both in both fights, like just because Fujitora can bring down meteors at a will, and what is it? Law and
Dopey.
Law and Doflamingo had stuff to cut up the meteor. What does Sabo have? He has a pipe. What's a pipe going to do to a rock? To a giant
literally,
rock?
Sabo crushed the platform for the tournament with one claw, like one hand. He just crushed it.
Armament hockey, dragon claw, dragon breath thing.
Yeah.
But he has to find the center before he can do that. So how much time will you really be able to go to a meteor and find the center to destroy it?
But also he can just turn into fire, so he'll be all right once it disperses, because Fujitora is not technically putting hockey on that whole meteorite.
True.
If you're putting,
imagine if he could though. Oh my god,
that'd be OP.
If Fuji just like did the gravity thing and then since the meteors coming down and was just like, let me go put some Conquerors hockey or some armament hockey on those real quick.
Yeah, that'd be OD.
And honestly, absolutely amazing.
And honestly, I don't know how much gravity affects fire. Like, if Sabo is like completely fire, is the gravity gonna pull down the fire? I guess it's technically like still.
Well, I think can't
molecules and stuff.
How would I mean? Because everybody else can like infuse their devil fruits with like hockey. What would Fujitora's be with like armament hockey and his gravity?
I can only think of the swords, but you're like gravity is a force, not like a actual,
yeah, like
physical thing you can touch.
Who are you referencing? Because technically, like Dofi and Kata were Logias, so like,
Dofi's a
Paramecia. They're Paramecia, but like what they're summoning is still like them. I'm trying to remember how it worked with both of them, because theirs is different from Fuji's.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because like Law's awakening now affects his. Sorry, little spoiler alert for any not manga kata, but like Law can shape his room into something that's just not around him.
Yeah, you can infuse the room into objects.
Applying it to his
Mm-hmm.
But I would think like in Law infusing it with his objects, he's infusing the hockey into the object itself. Like with his sword, he's infusing this sword with the hockey, and then that is quite the conundrum. But yeah, I don't think.
I
think
you're making me more convincing for Sabo, but I still think Fujitora will. No, I guess Sabo would win.
I'm not saying he would definitely win. I think they'd be on par. Like, I don't think that Sabo is just stronger than Fujitora or Fujitora is just stronger than Sabo. I think they're about on par.
It'd be a good fight.
It would be a good fight to see. Like, honestly, also, what do you think is happening at the Reverie? Because that's been forever ago. So hopefully, after all this stuff with Wano and going on with Kaido and Big Mom fights, we'll get to go back to Reverie and see what's been going on with the revolutionaries that were hiding underground.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the name? Ing-sama? See, because I know it's like
it's just so good.
I hate how people are like, One Piece is so long. And it's like, yo, there's still so much that has not even been like.
Y'all don't even know.
It's like I still want more. Like it doesn't stop. It One Piece is an addiction that never ends. I love it. I encourage everyone to try.
I just want to see how he wraps everything up. Like it's like I wanted to know the ending, but it's like no, just enjoy this journey.
And we only got like what, one or two more islands, but each island can take it easily. One island, just
No, why am I blanking on the name? Like we know the name, the Giants,
Elbath.
Elbath. We've got Elbath. We've
Elbath.
got Raftel.
So,
So at least those two, and then we know that. Well, my speculation is that
oh,
we
well,
then have to fight the Marines, but obviously it wouldn't be on a new island, but it would be like somewhere. 'Cause I don't think there's going to be a battle on Raftel unless it's with Blackbeard, and then we have to go. Well, no, because Luffy still needs the fourth poneglyph, right? Oh, that's
yeah,
on
that's
Onigashima, right?
supposedly
No,
on
is it on
Elbath.
Elbath?
No, because third
Sorry,
one's
yes,
on
they're finding
Onigashima.
Kaidos right now on Onigashima.
and then they'll
On
go
Elbath?
to. I think it'll be an Elfbath. That would make the most sense.
Unless Big Mom stole the Elbath one.
Because who would have put the one in Elbath?
The Elbathians would
Yeah,
try
because the
to
Giants
have
are
it.
just strong like
they?
that. They they have a whole.
But I'm just thinking of like Big Mom when she went on her raid, she just like went back and just took in. That's how she
Yeah,
has
that's
her
kind of what I was
poneglyph.
thinking. Like Big Mom would have taken Elbath's road poneglyph, but
Then
maybe not.
Maybe Shanks has
Maybe
one.
the Elbath one is Shanks's.
Yeah, because Elbath is Shanks' territory, isn't it? Maybe
I don't
I
know.
am.
I'm not sure if Elbath is controlled by
Yeah, we got the internet. So
Yonko.
Elbath is Shanks's territory. Yes.
Oh, it is.
that would make sense. Okay.
Yeah, using the new computer.
Wait. When
Oh,
was there?
yeah. New PC.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna load up some new Beat Saber songs?
No. Well, maybe. We haven't really been playing it a lot recently.
Yeah.
Maybe get back into it. Were you gonna ask, Matt? You smiled for a second.
I smiled because like I was thinking one of the Beat Sabers fun, and
One
two,
Beat Saber's
do we know where the anime is for Black Clover?
Oh, it's done. It stopped after they were fighting some devil or something, weren't they? I don't know. I don't even think.
I don't remember the last
Because
one.
have they got past their training? Have they got through the 6 month?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
new-
what they were.
The newest season for that had already started. So yeah, like also went into the really crazy magical time thing to like save those people being drained of their mana. All that stuff's happened.
Okay. I was like, I haven't touched it since the elves.
Good lord, that was seemingly forever ago.
Yeah.
That was forever ago, and that's when I caught up to everything. And that's
Then you start reading the manga, it's just like, the anime just falls off if you start reading manga.
It does.
unfortunately.
But sometimes I try to tell myself, just go back and watch it so you can see it animated. You know, maybe the fights will be much better.
Also, sometimes, like, I definitely would agree that, like, hey, you forget a lot of stuff, like, that happens. So it's just going back and rewatching and, falling back in love with the show.
It's weird. I was gonna say My Hero Academia. I mean, once again, I know I bring this up every once in a while, but like I haven't seen the anime, but like I remember seeing season 1 and like All Might versus like the Nomu, and the Nomu were holding well against All Might in the beginning of the show. At least from what I remember in the
they
manga,
were.
it was pretty much one. Yeah, but in the manga, I mean, it pretty much All Might like almost one shots them.
Really?
Much. I mean, he's just worried that he can't just one shot them every time for how many there are for them for his time
Yeah,
limit.
well, I
But
mean, because when the first Nomu attacked, they were in a training, and then All Might was fighting it 1-on-1, and he was like, wow, I would have, like, easily beat that, when I was in my prime. And then he keeps having those situations where it's like All Might versus a Nomu, and the Nomu has like this crazy durability, so he's not able to just like one shot it like he used to, just because he's also not strong and he's constantly getting weaker, and that just leads up to the confrontation with One for All. No, All for One. Yeah. He's like, yeah, so, this is me, I'm weak, I'm And now I'm turning the torch over to you and
It's your
Midoriya.
turn. You're next. Yeah,
Yes.
say you're next, and everyone was like, "Oh my, yeah, he's selling the next villain. Try it, and I'm gonna beat your ass." And Bakugo and Deku were like, "Nope, he's talking to Deku." Which made Bakugo mad. Why are you talking to Deku? What is going on?
It's like, tell me what's going on. Why is
Bullshit.
All Might talking to you? Why do you get one-on-one like time with All Might?
Everybody was
Why you
cheering and you were
Deku?
crying. What's going on here? This is some bullshit.
Yeah, it's like
No.
now I know where you have this awesome like quirk that no one knew about, and it's just like I love that Bakugo has just been suspicious since day one and just has not stopped.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're supposed to get your powers at like a age 8, 9, and then they're 13, 14, 15 years old, and all of a sudden now Deku has power. I kind of call bullshit on that too.
But it's been a good talk. Wait, anything that you guys are looking forward to, like anime wise, there's coming up, or anything you're currently watching, reading that you want to get the rest of us on besides Doctor
Dr. Stone.
It's on my list.
I know it's on both your guys' list, but it hurts only being. I need to find somebody else to talk to Dr. Stone about just to get it off my chest.
I was like,
'Cause I don't think Michael's read it either, so that's.
I'll like keep starting the manga, and I'm just like, what else can I do right now? But it is really good. I just gotta sit down and do it.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Once again, I'm trying. I really haven't. When I say I haven't had time, I've just been playing too many video games for Devil's Part Timer.
Devil's a part timer, so good. I'm like maybe halfway through the show right now, and I also want to get caught up.
It's so silly.
Also want to watch it again just because the season 2 is going to come out soon.
That and Attack on Titan, of course, Attack on Titan, but that's.
Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. How about you, Dom? Anything you looking forward to or currently watching that we don't know about?
No, I am, redoing One Piece. Carol was watching Seraph of the End, but that stopped for some reason. Yeah, no, I'm just ready for like a lot of the animes that come out this season that I'm like really looking forward to, like Bofi. Remember that one I told y'all about? I don't want to take damage. I'll put on my stats in defense.
Oh
that
yeah,
one, that season 2 is coming out. Shield Hero, Tower of God. Like I'm ready for all of those.
Tower of God, let's go. I'm so excited.
Tower of God's gonna be good.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Ooh,
actually, sorry. That could be the last thing as well. So, or not last thing, but it's somebody. I saw this online the other day too. Who's worse, Rachel? Wait, have you guys seen Goblin Slayer?
Yeah, I have.
I have not seen Goblin Slayer.
Oh, I know who
Sorry,
you're talking
no,
about.
it's not Goblin Slayer. Why did I say
No,
that? It's Shield Hero.
Shield Hero.
Yeah, it's Shield
I know who
Hero.
you're talking about.
I have not seen
Dang
Shield.
Dang. Well, I guess Tuan,
I know.
Malty, or should I say bitch, or Rachel from Tower of God? Which one's worse? Like, which one would you push off the mountain?
Bitchy. Bitch. Now, if you knew, like,
Man. I know.
like Rachel's really bad, but bitch is just.
There's a reason that
Bitch.
her name was changed to bitch.
Yeah, it was pretty
I know,
bad.
but like Rachel did him dirty, and that was all he wants to do is love her and wants her to succeed. And Rachel is like, I just don't want part of you, even though she's the one that rescued.
Literally,
him.
like,
I can't remember the main character's name.
literally everyone shits on the Shield Hero for no fucking reason. They're just like, oh, you're the Shield Hero?
Apparently, it's just been that way throughout the generations.
It's like, yo, like, I'm literally a hero going to save people. And
Defense wins championships, so fuck you mean?
But yeah, so I'd probably say her. How about you?
Same. Maltese/bitch is the worst. I would give her a Sparta kick off the top of all mountains. I highly recommend watching Shield Hero. You'll quickly be like,
it's so
yeah.
good.
Like it takes like 2 episodes for you to understand why Maltese already a bitch, and it doesn't stop at episode 2. It keeps going.
I'll probably I'll
it's
start that
another
soon.
isekai, but it
'Cause
doesn't follow the same kind of.
Is it on what?
I think it is on
streams? Is it on Crunchyroll?
Definitely on Crunchyroll. I think it might be on Hulu as well, but I'm not sure.
That's all I got.
Same.
Yep. I just want to see. Okay, I just gotta see who Multi is, and then I can be like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, I know what you're talking about now.
But all right, fellas, it's been a fantastic discussion around anime in general. I appreciate you guys. Those of you listening in, if you haven't already, please be sure to follow us on our social media. We are on YouTube as Anime Feast, on Twitter as Anime Feast. We are on Instagram as The Anime Feast, and I believe Tawan recently made us a TikTok.
Yes, so we'll be coming out there soon as the Anime Feast as well.
Perfect. Look at us getting on all the social media channels. So be sure to give us a follow, guys. Follow along, comment where need be. We love you guys and we appreciate your support. Outside of that, until next time.
Peace. Oh, stay hungry, my friends. Forgot it.
Peace.